sitting down as participants is an added accomplishment. Personally. I want to give opportunity to just 3 participants to ask questions. And I always have preference for people that traveled all the way from, yes. We have somebody from Kaduna. No, not Mowe. Mowe that is claiming Ogun State. I just want to talk. Which Ogun State? We are just Mowe here. Traffic is not making 4 hours. We have somebody from Kaduna. We have about 4 people from Abuja. We have Port Harcourt. I want, maybe, if you have any question for the Vice President on what we'll be talking about, storytelling station. If you have any question, please can you raise your hand if you are not based in Lagos. It's Adekola, you are based in Lagos. Okay. Any question from any participant far away?
My question is actually a bit out of what we're discussing. I got to notice that when it comes to this art profession, we actually don't have a face. Like the engineers, the lawyers, and the rest. We don't have a face. So people actually don't know us. And those of us that are coming up, we don't have avenues for mentoring. It's very difficult. Like when I was in Port Harcourt, I'm from River State. So I started from Port Harcourt. When I was in Port Harcourt, I actually went online to get companies that are already into it so I can actually attach myself to it to learn. But surprisingly, I got names and addresses and phone numbers. I called the phone numbers and they're telling me, I don't know what you're talking about. Too. I said to locate the offices and they were nowhere to be found. So I moved to Abuja and almost the same thing happened. So I had nowhere to learn. There was no training. I didn't have a formal training. I was practicing like a blind woman. I go and I get to a roadblock and I turn back. That was how I learned mine. So is it possible that we have started this? Could we actually bring ourselves out and so we can have a face that people like us that are coming up can have mentors?
Thank you very much.
And please, can you be my mentor?
Special request.
No, it's not a question, Pastor. Let me just say this. Okay. I really want to say this. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate you, sir. Now, the truth is, we have this opportunity to be here today because, you know, as a Yoruba person, you say, Akuko, Gagaracho, that shows that the big cup that will not allow the smaller one to go. Now, what I'm saying is because for the big men that we have been having since yesterday, we will not have this opportunity to have a mentor like you want him as a mentor. If you have killed the vision with him as hand to organize this kind of training, for you to be around him, encouraging him to do this, and don't kill the vision, thank you.
Thank you.
Rotimat is someone we're very proud of in the industry, and he's doing a lot, and we will continue praying for him, and we'll continue supporting him for the goodness he's brought into the practice of pest control. And this even helps us as professionals to have those termed as quacks to come and have an idea of what it takes to be a pest control. Thank you for thanking us.
Thank you, sir. The last question, the last 2 questions are related to Pest Control Association of Nigeria. Somebody here said that it looks very, from the outside, very difficult to be a member of that association, from what information he has gathered. The second person asked that what's the Pest Control Association of Nigeria doing about research and development when it comes to pest control? And with that, we round off the storytelling session. Thank you, sir.
That last question should be answered by you, because you're in the committee. That's what. What was the first one?
How difficult it is to be a member of Pest Control Association?
It's as difficult as coming inside here. If it was difficult coming inside here, that means it's not difficult. It's not difficult becoming a member of the Pest Control Association of Nigeria. That's why I said we're going to share the website. But of course, you know it's a professional body, so it's not an all-comers affair. You must, coincidentally, I'm the chairman of the membership committee of Peckham. And basically the requirements are that you are practicing. You have the basic knowledge of pests control. You must have a registered address. Yeah? You must be registered, your company must be registered in Nigeria. CAC, either business name or a limited liability company. You must, that's the first thing, you must be registered to practice business in Nigeria. Secondly, you must have a verifiable office, because we go for inspection. We go for office inspection. And if you don't get your office, then you can't become a member. And the inspection would entail us looking at the kind of equipment you have, the kind of PPs. So we don't need anything grand. It's just, like the man said, there's no akuko that would make the... We want people to grow. So we don't expect perfection. So most of the time we see that you don't have enough, then we recommend you for training before you become a member. And also all those things will be put in place. So it's as easy as getting the website, getting Rotimax, and buying the form. I think the form is how much? 10,000 naira. And you fill the form, but we will never tell you the day we would inspect you. We don't tell you. You just come one day, and we're knocking your gates, and we're checking that. Thank you. Does that answer your question on Peckham?
We have a Peckham member here.
Yes.
And I'll just bring you over to Mr. Amos. When the inspection came, what was the experience like? Quickly share it for us. He's already a Peckham member. Thank you.
You know, I was on my way to VI when the electricity came to my office, and I got a call, and they said, okay, I'm in your office, so where are you? I said, hello, who is speaking? And I said, oh, I'm in the city of Peckham. Wow. And I said, okay, quickly, I call myself, I said, okay, you will see, and I of course describe that you will see a uniform. You know, I'll call on my staff to come out, you know, and that's how I put a call to my staff to come out and attend to it. So it was an interesting experience anyway.
Thank you very much. And it's been a very good member ever since then. So it's not difficult becoming a member, but just like I said, it's not automatic. It's not automatic. You must get a form, and most of the time we expect you to have in your registration have registered that you want to practice pest control. You see some people come and they are registered to open a restaurant, a kitchen, and this thing, and there's nothing towards that line when you are registering the company. So if you haven't registered a company, and you must tell the Corporate Affairs Commission that this is one of the companies and with one of the things you want to practice. You know, so we look at that, and basically that's it. But the most difficult one is you never know when we're coming. So we don't let you know. We just decide, and when you receive a call from us, we're in your neighborhood. So we're just asking you for direction. Now please, what's the color of the house or whatever, and we're there. Okay.
Just to run it off, as soon as we do this, it will be almost 2 p.m. That means we'll spend so much on training, on storytelling session. We will only be able to avail 30 minutes for this rodent control session because of the time. So latest by 2:30, we'll be running off generally this session so that we can have lunch. But before then, somebody asked a question, and I want to say here that last year I said it, Mr. Sonny came all the way from Kano for this program. And when he showed interest in Peckham membership, I introduced him to the General Secretary, and yesterday you heard that is the one championing the cause of Peckham in Kano today. Even I think Fortune was there too. He heard about Peckham in this training program. In Peckham today, I'm proud to say that there are about 6 edgecraft. There are so many Peckham members feel today that this is where they got to know about Peckham. And I will say that if you are not even practicing in Lagos. That is not to say you cannot be PECA members. We have PECA members in Ibadan. And you can also be somebody like Sani. Yes. So if you're in Port Harcourt, it doesn't disturb. Anywhere you are, and that is why personally, I'm committed and I'm very, very passionate about the objective of the Vice President moving a step higher, because I know what he's going to do positively for the spread of Pest Control Association of Nigeria. You know, so it's just a matter of time. State by state, there will be solid secretariats. The vision is very broad, which I'm very, very, at least, associated with. So very soon, I hope that it comes to reality. Mr. Chukwu Godwin. Who is Mr. Chukwu Godwin? Please, I would like to see you briefly. And Mr. Abegunde Olufosho. Abegunde Olufosho. Yeah, I also like to see you. So, aside that, I think we need to move ahead with the rodent control strategies. Please, Vetox, you that you come from Port Harcourt, and you don't have Vetox, just try it.
You have a question?
What's the question, sir? About research and development?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a proud member of the training committee. And like you asked, if you're asking a question and you are not in-house, you can't know what's going on. Tara partners, I remember I came to your office to do a private training for your staff for 2 days. And up to now, you have not registered as PECA members. Yeah. You have not become a head. So the question, you're asking the question as an outsider. Until you become an insider, you won't understand the effort that we put in place into research and development. So I'm encouraging you, latest in the way someone, please formalize your membership. Thank you.
That's a political answer.
Yes.
That's a political answer.
Political answer. Yes. It's a political question too.